Yo guys, what's up? Welcome back to WWE Action Figure News and more Q&A. It's me, your boy, Josh here. I'm back with another live stream. I know I haven't done one in quite some time, but welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everybody is doing well. Hope everybody is staying safe in this crazy world that we call life. But yeah, man, a lot of stuff has happened in the action figure world, especially for WWE action figures, AEW action figures. I'm going to be making a whole separate video on the rise and fall of the AEW figures. So stay tuned for that. I was actually working on the thumbnail before I started this live stream. Hope you guys enjoyed the new start, end, and BRB screens that will be playing throughout live streams following my Twitch channel and YouTube channel. So we got that. But let's not waste any more time and get into what we came here for today. WWE action figure news. So I'm gonna pull up some stuff here on my screen. I might just make my screen bigger. Whoops. Now, which angle do you guys think is better? This one? Or this one here? Because I can maximize it. We're gonna go with this one here for the side here. We're just gonna get some stuff out of the way. In terms of what's back on Amazon, this beautiful figure is back on Amazon. The Ultimate Edition Rhea Ripley is back on Amazon right now. Let's just get this out of the way. So, shout out to Wrestling Figure News for all this information, because I can't keep up with all this news in the wrestling figure community. So, Ultimate Edition Series 30, Rhea Ripley is back in stock on Amazon. It retails for $35.60. Seth Rollins is also up there from the set as well. He retails for $32.99. And they're just beautiful figures. I feel like Ultimate Edition Series 30 is by far one of the best sets, at least in my opinion. Because, guys, look at this Rhea Ripley. My God. Look at this figure. It is probably one of the best Rhea Ripley figures we've gotten in quite some time. And this is by far one of the best figures. I'm just saying, from the detail to the head scan, everything just screams the aura about this figure. And I think, hopefully, we do pick this figure up and get a review up on the channel real soon. So be sure to stay tuned for all videos. If you guys have not checked out some of the videos that are already up on the channel, be sure to check them out. But like I said, I will be doing a whole separate video on the AEW Jazzwares Rise and Fall. I know I never did reviews on my channel, and I really do regret doing that. But I was trying to limit stress, time, and, you know, my personal life got in the way with these figures. But I did show them on Toy Hunts, and in the end of the video, the pickups that we got. But I do have quite a collection full of the AEW Jazzwares figures. And also, here's the Hulk Hogan. This one's not on Amazon, but, you know, these are all the figures in Ultimate Edition Series 30. I hope you guys have been enjoying the latest content. As for the major wrestling figure podcast, Big Rubber Guys line, Macho Man is up for pre-order. There's a 1 of 1,000 and the regular one. This is the regular. I think this is the 1 of 1,000. And then this one is like... This one's supposed to be in the main line. I'm not sure which is which. Like, which one is, you know, the regular one. Because this is the regular packaging they use. I love how they put on the package. If you look very carefully. I'm going to zoom on in like so. Not a toy, ages 18 and up. These are for collectors, as they say. But these are up for pre-order on on the major.com website. If you click the link, collectmajor.com, they're up for pre-order for $50 retail. Not the greatest price for these figures, but I know these figures have some high quality to them. Here's the Macho Man. This is the 1 of 1,000. And then this one here is the regular version of the package. I don't understand why the package is like this color when all the other big rubber guys are, you know, so I do like this British Bulldog. I actually might grab that when it comes out in January. More wrestling figure news to talk about. Jey Uso Knuckle Crunchers playset. Backstage Brawl playset is on Amazon now. If you guys are into the Knuckle Crunchers line, they have some of the figures up on Amazon. So this playset will cost you $21.59 retail. When the expected shipping range between May 26th and June 5th. It includes a Jey Uso figure along with a porta potty toilet, forklift, slime, and trash can accessories. So there is a forklift. These are some of the other several Knuckle Cruncher playsets. They have the Rollins with the ring and the accessories. You have a Cody Rhodes figure, a couple Cody Rhodes Knuckle Crunchers, CM Punk Knuckle Crunchers. I've been seeing these in the stores. I've been seeing the Dominic Mysterio ones in the stores. Never seen this. I just don't like these, in my opinion. Even though they do remind me of the Rumblers. They don't put tattoos on the guys that have tattoos. Like, tattooless Dirty Dom. Tattooless CM Punk. Like, what are we doing? Here's LA Knight. Seth Rollins, Stone Cold, The Rock, Rey Mysterio. See? Another guy with tattoos doesn't have them. Roman Reigns at least had... What? This doesn't make sense. So you give Roman the tattoos, but you don't give anybody... Wow. Wow. Alright. Next thing, available on WWE Shop right now is the NWO Fisher-Price Little People Collector Set. I just think these are pretty cool. That Mattel, Fisher-Price, Little People, they have been putting out these collector sets. You know, as someone who grew up playing with Little People, as a child, an infant, a toddler, all those words come together. I really like these collector ones. Like, these collector Little People sets are cool, and I really like that they're doing wrestling, and the NWO one looks pretty cool. Hopefully they do more, like DX would be cool, the Shield, the Wyatts. I feel like those sets would be cool, the Wyatt family and the original, not the guys who got released. But these are pretty cool looking figures. You got Hulk Hogan, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash. They come in this really cool packaging, and they're going to retail for $39.99, and it features the NWO in their return look from 2002. So that's a pretty cool set to have. Mattel Creations, they have a sale going on right now of the Ultimate WWE Superstars Ultimate Warrior and Honky Tonk Man Ultimates as well. So here are these right here. You have the Rock 2-pack with the Rocky Maivia. Nothing special. These are on sale now to 24% off, which is $56.70. Regular price of these would be $75 on Mattel Creations, but you know, I am going to get into some of the news, guys, but some pre-order alerts. Some pre-order alerts that we got going on. These were revealed by Funko and WWE themselves. New Funko Pops are coming out for WWE. I haven't collected new WWE Funkos in quite some time since I got the Jade Cargill Funko. That was like the last one I picked up. I haven't gotten any new Funkos, any of the new ones in quite some time. I just haven't got around. They make so much WWE Funkos. They make a lot of new Funkos that are hard to find in the stores. So here's the here's Demolition Axe and Smash, the Demolition 2-pack. This is going to retail for $30. It's a solid 2-pack. This is going to be a great item to get signed if you go to like meet and greets, if you ever meet these guys. So these look really awesome. I am a big Funko collector, so this one was a highly requested one for me. We got Penta. This is his first WWE pop that we got here. Super, super cool. Can't wait to grab this one. This is probably one of the most highly anticipated pops that I've asked for. Um, I love Penta. I love everything that he's doing in WWE right now. He's the current Intercontinental Champion. So, there's that. We got Hacksaw Jim Duggan. It's going to come with a 2x4. This looks so friggin' cool. Here we got Tiffany Stratton with the Money in the Bank briefcase. That's a cool one. I'm definitely going to be grabbing all of these. And that is it for WWE Funko Pops. They are going to retail, I think, for like $11.99. So yeah, these are the WWE Funkos coming out soon. Next up, some Amazon alerts. Pre-orders alerts. You can pre-order WWE Main Event 166 CM Punk. 164. Why? That was a typo, I guess. Main Event Series 164 CM Punk on Amazon. If you guys are looking for this figure, I have this figure in my collection. I just never got. I reviewed it but lost the footage. Something happened, but I do have this figure. It's a really solid Punk basic if you are looking for one. It's going to retail on Amazon for $11.99. I believe that's what it says. Yeah, it retails for $11.99, but when I clicked on the link, it says for $16.98, which is pretty weird because that's not how much he goes for, as listed from Wrestling Figure News. But I guess prices do go up. WWE Elite Series 122. Brutus and Julius Creed are up on Amazon right now. If you are looking for the Creeds, they are there for a limited time deal. They were $24.83 each. They are on sale for $18.80 for Julius Creed. Brutus is $18.51. But if you have a coupon, it'll mark it down to $16.65. Here are the links where you can, if you guys use this website, there's links where you can order these figures. It's a highly recommended source I use for all things Wrestling Figure News. WrestlingFigureNews.com. Go show them some love. We're going to get into the AEW figure news about the Jazzwares line shutting down. I'm going to save that for our main event topic. Because I have a lot to cover from last few weeks' news. Because there was a lot of stuff revealed in May that I did not get a chance to cover. So, this was the last thing in April. The John Cena from Main Event 165 is up for pre-order on Amazon. I have seen these in the stores as well. So, I'm not the biggest fan of this John Cena. I don't like the head scan. I mean, the head scan's decent. I'm just not a fan of this fucking figure. Look at that blank fucking expression. And look at that slicked back hair. I mean, the attire's cool. It's from his last WrestleMania, but, they're making a lot of John Cena's from the heel run, from the Last Time Is Now run, I should be exact, but... Alright, so now, pre-orders! Ringside Collectibles. I haven't ordered from there in quite some time. I really need to get on the board with Ringside. I need to get on board with just going to the stores, chat. I really do. Coliseum Collection, Kane and Yokozuna. The set will retail for will go up for $84.99 if you want both. The set, for the set, that is the set price, $84.99. The figures stand alone for $44.99 each, and they are expected in mid-July. The Kane figure, I can't even talk. The Kane figure appeared in the Ultimate display during WrestleMania weekend. If you guys have not checked out my reveals from WWE World at WrestleMania weekend, I highly recommend you check out that video as well. Best of Ultimate Edition Series 9. These are some Ultimate Editions that, you know, have had collectors trying to find in the stores, had a hard time with it. And what Mattel does, they make a best of Ultimate Editions where they put the best Ultimate figures in that set. So this set will feature Eddie Guerrero, Gunther, Bret the Hitman Hart, and Mr. 619 himself, Rey Mysterio. The whole set will retail for $159.99 if you want all 4 figures. And they are $39.99 on Ringside Collectibles, except for Eddie Guerrero. He is $41.99. Greatest Hits Series 13. The set will retail for $82.99 if you want all 3 figures. $27.99 each if you want a single figure from this set. This set will contain Roman Reigns, John Cena, and Gunther. I'm assuming John Cena is going to have his retirement gear, assuming from the photo. We will see once the figures have the, studio shots revealed and all the above. Best of Retro Series 1. I am so hyped for this. So hyped for this set because I collected the retros back when they were, in the stores. I have quite a few in my collection. I do want to get back into them. I want to grab some of them that look really super detailed and super well. This set will contain John Cena, Kane, and Diesel. They will retail for $21.99 each, with the set being for $64.99. And these are expected in August, early August to be exact, as well as these figures early August as well. Late July for the Ultimate Series 9, and mid-July for the Coliseum collection of Kane and Yokozuna. As for the Regium line, this is another line by an independent wrestling figure maker. If you want to go Hastel Toys. This is the Hastel Toys line. Shout out to Hastel. Going from a small store in New York. I know he moved to Ohio, I believe, to be exact. So, shout out to Hastel doing his thing. Super proud of the guy. I remember when he had a small store out in when he had a small store, I think it was out in Long Island, somewhere like really super deep. This is his action figure line. So Hastel Toy and Collectibles. Be sure to check them out. He has his own wrestling figure line, the Regium line, and here is Savio Vega. Really solid figure. Really think this figure is super cool. And he's coming to the Regium line. So add Savio Vega to the growing list of talent in the Hastel Toys Regium Modern Scale line. He will be coming this year. Don't know exactly when. I think they're up for pre-order now, and I think they're supposed to be here by the end of the year. I'm not too sure yet, but we shall see. Next up, this is something I'm going to get out of the way. The Ultimate Warrior and Papa Shango 2-pack is up for pre-order. I mean, not up for pre-order. It's up now to purchase on Amazon. It is retailing from... It is on sale now for $34.95, with the regular price being $37.95. Here are the figures right here. Solid figures of both of these guys. It's a really solid set. You get 2 Ultimate Editions in this set. I will get into the AEW topic of things. Of course, Coliseum Collection Kane, Yokozuna. We just talked about the pre-orders. There they are right there. There's Yokozuna. Solid figure of him, and there's Kane with the World Tag Team title. These Coliseum collection figures are really like some of the best packaging. These are for pre-order too on the major website. We got Danny Davis and Davey Boy Smith, big rubber guys. Shout out to Matt Cardona and Brian Myers for Collect Major. Probably one of the hottest wrestling figure lines going right now. Marco, what's up, dude? Here are some pre-orders. These are all the figures that are going up for pre-order. These were all from WWE World. Some of these are actually in the store right now, like this Bray Wyatt's hitting targets. Rey Mysterio, this has been hitting targets. I think it has been in targets before. I haven't seen it in quite a little bit of time. Elite 125, I just picked up this guy yesterday off Amazon, and he will be reviewed on the channel. We got Jacob Fatu from Elite Series 125. Stay tuned for the review of this guy. Coming soon to the channel. And stay tuned for the video which I will be talking about the rise and fall of the AEW action figure line. Not much, brother. We're talking some WWE figures right now. Just going over some stuff I haven't covered on the channel in a while. I will be doing a whole separate video of the WWE, Jacob Fatu figure. That would be a separate review. But I'm doing a whole separate video on the AEW Jazzwares line because, it sucks to see. It sucks to see. It sucks to see. It sucks to see that line go. I mean, I know I didn't do a lot of figure reviews on the channel, of those specific figures. Yeah, I was busy helping out my family with stuff. I did watch UFC. So, I mean, Backlash was a solid show. But yeah, I was around though. I watched the show. It was pretty solid. After what happened this past Monday, between her and Io, I feel like Asuka's retired. I think semi-retired, I think. But yeah, Elite 125, these are up hitting stores. I'm going back to what we're covering here. Elite 122, these have been in stores for quite some time. These also, Piper's Pit have been selling, these have been selling quickly at my targets. I think people want them now that they're, I think, going on clearance. Here are the greatest hits that, this is actually, I haven't seen this yet, the greatest hits line, with Punk, Logan Paul, and Rhea Ripley. Here's this set here. I'm going to pull it up on screen so you guys can see. These are obviously re-releases of previous Elites. So here's the Rhea Ripley. This is Elite Series 1. Show a doing what? What do you mean by that, bro? I haven't finished school yet. Once I finish school, because I have finals coming up, I have to see. Oh, Doink. Got you. Welcome in, Teddy. Yeah, Doink. I don't know if they revealed anything for Doink. I will get into that into our Next segment, once we cover all these figures. So Rhea Ripley, a re-release of Elite Series 119, I believe this figure is from. I'm gonna double check because I might have to correct myself because I think it's 117 that Rhea Ripley's from. Because it's gonna be in the greatest hits line for people that have missed out. Yeah, this was Elite Series 117, part of the original set. Logan Paul, this was, I think, part of a Top Pick series. Yeah, AEW does look stacked tonight. And then CM Punk, I reviewed this figure originally when it was out. I think this is Elite Series 115. So if you missed any of these figures during their original release, definitely get a chance to pick these up. And then here's main event 164. I have 3 of the figures that I want out of this set already. We reviewed Ricky and Logan. We did review Punk, but I lost the footage, like I told you. Ivy Nile, this is the rarest figure in the set. Her figure goes for a lot on the second market. 163, still trying to get Penta. He is on Amazon for like $40. I could find him cheaper on other sites, but these are out in the stores. These are a lot of figures that are out. Lee 126. That's going to be hitting Walmarts and Targets soon, from what I've heard in My Damn Toys and other, and I think other collectors' videos. But what I want to do, wrap up here, and talk to you guys about, in terms of wrestling figure news, I'm trying to see if there's anything we missed. For those of you that are looking for Elite Series 125, Julia is up on Amazon for $24.83. It's the best price you're going to get her for right now. Cody Rhodes, I believe, is up there too. Jacob Fatu, which is the figure I showed you, he will be reviewed on the channel as well. Coco Beware is in this set as well, alongside Stephanie Vaquer. All these figures are going to get reviewed on the channel once we get our hands on them real soon. And then, of course, we got Demolition Crush. We covered everything pretty much here. But I want to show you guys these cool little prototypes from Hastel Toys Regium line. He's got the Raggio brothers, Jack and Carl. Oh no, these I think are the Mount when they were the Mounties. These are the Mounties, Jack Rago and Carl Coulee. If you guys don't know, Carl Coulee, fun fact, is PCO. Fun fact, Carl Coulee is PCO. You guys did not know that. If you guys remember PCO, he was with, I think he was with TNA, Ring of Honor. Here's Raven. Here's the painted prototype of Raven. Solid fucking figure. I mean, look at this head scan, man. That is a really sick head scan. Looks exactly like Raven. Here's the Mounties prototypes. So these are the Quebecers and the Raven prototype. If you guys are into Masters of the Universe, Wrestling Figure News does cover other stuff non-wrestling figure related. Oh, here we go. The Smart Mark Sterling AW action figure is coming this summer. So I know it was made by Jazzwares. So I don't know if the figure is going to release. But finally, after a year, we have first posted about this figure, about the Mark Sterling. It is a 1 of 3,000. There are only 3,000 of these made. I am definitely going to grab one of these. And it's going to be on the Major.com website, collect Major.com exclusive. Jazzwares Vault this June. Per Smart Mark Sterling himself, we'll let you know when he goes live, so you can pair this counselor with your Jake Cargill figure, or you can pair him with your MJF figures. And I mean, this is a really nice figure of Mark Sterling. I'm really happy for him that he's getting his first ever action figure. This was in April. Hacksaw Jim Duggan Ultimate on Target's website. There it is there. And my main event topic for you guys today, before we dive into some more stuff, I want to talk about the AEW Jazzwares team getting laid off. As you guys know, the end of the AEW Jazzwares line is over. Supposedly, it is over. Um, we don't know where the AEW action figures go from here. There's a lot of AEW figures that I still have to grab. There's a lot of them that I still need to pick up. That is why eBay and the Jazzwares Vault will come in. And I did watch this video. Shout out to Kyle Peterson, another great source for wrestling figures and any other, like, Marvel, He-Man, or whatever you guys collect. He's a great source. I highly recommend his channel. Subscribe to Kyle Peterson, everybody. So I'm going to read the following. So the end appears to be here for the Jazzwares AEW line. Kyle Peterson is reporting that Jazzwares laid off its AEW team on Friday. The news is a total gut punch. Of course it is. The AEW team did some great work. See the Will Ospreay Supreme pictured in the photo of, I'm assuming, the recent Kyle Fletcher unmatched figures, regular and chase, reason I say figures, and really changed the game from the start in 2020. I remember just going to like 3 Walmarts in one day looking for these figures when they were around during COVID. I remember going toy hunting, not even filming, not even having the camera in hand. I literally went to Walmart with no camera in hand, went to 4 Walmarts, and literally just struck out. It was a total pain in the ass finding these at first. But, a little help to eBay, paying the second market helped that. And really changed the game from the start in 2020 with the interchangeable torsos and lower bodies. That was a great thing that they did. If you don't like the body, you could swap it on another figure. If you want to change the attires, swap it, change it. Our thoughts go out to the team affected by the cuts. The question now turns to what's next for the AEW action figure line. Well, AEW and action figures. Major is producing the AEW Big Rubber Guys. Note Series 1 has been delayed again until early June, but the majority of the collectors want articulated figures. I agree with that. We do want articulated figures like we had. Let's hope another toy maker sees the value in AEW, which has a global reach, a major broadcast TV deal in the United States, and a stacked roster of characters. That you're not wrong on. A benefit of Jazzwares producing wrestling figures was that it pushed Mattel to evolve the WWE line. Now, there's a factor involved, chat. Mattel obviously being the global factor of the wrestling figure line, and then you have the close second being the AEW Jazzwares line for the time being. You have the major line with the Bendies and what they're putting out with what Matt and Brian are putting out with their figures. You have the Regium line with Hastel Toy. You have a lot of wrestling figure makers out there and a lot of lines that are trying to be known something like the Jazzwares line. I will say this. They really put out some great fucking figures. Let me tell you. They put out some great stuff. I mean, I would go into the store and just look for most of the stuff that, we can't find now. But it's really a shame to see this action figure line, really like just end. I am going to do a whole separate video, like I said, giving my thoughts on the AEW action figure line. In fact, let me show you a thumbnail that I have been working on before I started this live stream. So here is this thumbnail that I am working on. It's in the works. Stay tuned for the rest of the details. Coming soon. So that is the AEW thumbnail that we have for the video. So anyway, my thoughts, do go out to the AEW action figure line. The people worked on the figures. I want to, what's next for AEW. I really hope Jazzwares can, maybe renew their contract, but it's over. Jazzwares really hasn't said anything further. So we shall see where the future of AEW action figures go from here. But yeah, it really does suck. It really, really just does suck. As someone who is a fan of the wrestling figure world and the wrestling figure line, it just sucks to see a really spectacular line of figures really just go down into the dumps and really just end. Like, there were so many figures that we were supposed to get from Jazzwares and AEW. We were supposed to get an Athena figure. We were supposed to get Colt Cabana. We were supposed to get a lot of these figures, and there were a lot that were unreleased that people wanted, and I just hope AEW finds another toy company and we get highly articulated figures. Again, it's something that I want as a wrestling figure collector. And it's somebody who is a fan of the articulated line. But we shall see going from there. Yeah. Now let's get back into the wrestling figure database. Show you guys what we have here. Let's pull it up back on the screen, just like so. Anyway, now we are into the segment of the show where we talk about just unreleased figures. Welcome to the unreleased vault. Welcome to the potential. This is basically, this is the line that we're going to talk about. And we're going to go to the Mattel manufacturer of things. Great website for those of you looking to do wrestling figure news content. Highly recommend you do the Wrestling Figure Database and others. Anyway, so here are a lot of unreleased Mattel figures. A lot of released Mattel figures have done well, and a lot of these that were shown at like conventions and more bigger events where Mattel would show off these figures. Excuse me, guys. Here's one of them that I really wish did come out during this time, and that is the Walgreens exclusive page. Now, if you guys don't remember, Walgreens for a time being, out of all they had several exclusives, Funkos, Elites, and, more. I remember getting the Sasha Banks Walgreens exclusive. I remember getting the Triple H and Shawn Michaels. I remember, just going to these random stores just to get these Elites. Like, they had a Becky Lynch. They had an Alexa Bliss exclusive. They had, like, these random figures in these random dealers, It's so weird, just going to a Walgreens for an action figure, Walgreens is a fucking pharmacy, but this is a figure that I really wanted in my collection. I really wanted this to come out just because of how good this looked. It was also event. So as you can see here, this was the women's division page, but it obviously eventually released in WWE Elite Series 71. Never found it after that, and I was so pissed. Should have been its own separate figure. It was supposed to be a Walgreens exclusive, but they released it in as a collector's edition. Face, could have been better. But I'm sure we're gonna get some Paige figures because Paige is currently back in WWE. So we're gonna probably get some figures there. This is a figure I did not understand why it didn't get released, but Brock Lesnar from Main Event 147. I think it was due to the controversy at the time. I'm not sure. But look at that face, man. Hang on, let me pull up a better image of the face. There we go. That's a great image there. Look at that. Look at that face. It's a freaking great expression on that figure. Here are some of like the little micro figures that were supposed to come out. These are like little, you know, standees. You can put these on a birthday cake for crying out loud. I think these are supposed to be at like Dollar Tree. They had a Jeff Hardy one too. Look at that. Here are some Mighty Minis. I had a couple of these, but these were the worst fucking things. Some retros that never got to make it to final studio shots or stores. Neville, Ultimate Warrior, and the Ryback. Felt like these could have had some potential. Brodus Clay Rumbler with the black singlet. Never knew this existed. Power Slammer Big Show. This looks like. They have it under a Slam City, but this is a Power Slammer Big Show. Who remembers these awful wrestling figure lines? Oh, look. Who remembers these very rare Sound Slammers? Flex. They try to revive Flex Force so many times. These were some weird things. The fan packs for the Superstar line. It was mainly like for... It was trying to get a more female audience. And, oh, here's something really cool. It's a fun fact. This is the WWE Slammobile. The Wreckin' Slammobile. For those of you that don't know, I reviewed this on my channel when I was in high school. High school! I reviewed this when I was in high school. And if you don't know, the figure was supposed to come with Brock Lesnar. They changed it to Braun Strowman. So these are all the things unreleased by Mattel. So now we're going to change manufacturers, and we're going to go to the AEW world of Jazzwares. So these are the Jazzwares unreleased vault. There's a lot of stuff that got unreleased. This I felt had potential. This I felt had a lot of pop to it. This could have been a great seller. Moxley and Kenny Omega in a 2-pack. These were supposed to be Amazon exclusives. It was a planned Amazon exclusive Rivals pack, but that was canceled and then later released as a part of the ringside exclusive Blood and Guts John Moxley and Kenny Omega 2-pack, and it came with chairs, interchangeable hands, barbed wire, the world title with blood on it, I'm assuming. Really just, they turned it into a solid set. But I felt like this could have been released too, because look at all the accessory it comes with. A barbed wire broom, a barbed wire bat, a chain. But come on, man. Like these two, the LJNs, look. There are a lot of LJNs that had potential for the AEW line when they had them. Some of these lines had potential to be released. Mad that we never got that MJF in the suit from the Bar Mitzvah segment. Something I really kind of wanted. Now, I'm going to dive into one thing. When I was a kid. Look at this. Remember Figures Toy Company? This is what we were supposed to get if anything ever came out. But we go to the manufacturer and we go now to Funko. Look what Funko was supposed to give us. And I never knew this happened. Dolph Ziggler, These were the Mystery Mini-Series 2. There's the Dolph Ziggler that we were supposed to get. And the Mick Foley was another one we were supposed to get. Never got these motherfuckers. Never got them at all. Let's see, anything else? Here's another thing we got. Look at the Wicked Cool Toy stuff. Wicked Cool Toys was supposed to give us so much of these like 31-inch guys and these little bobbleheads. Like, see, Wicked Cool Toys, they made like these wicked, no pun intended, these little weird looking toys. They gave us a whole bunch of weird, wrestling figure toys to take a look at. Now we go to the Jakks Pacific line. This is the line I grew up with as a kid. Jakks made a lot. And I'm telling you when I mean a lot, the list goes on. From TNA, WWE, I mean, this goes to page fucking... Look, this is everything Jazzwares was supposed to make. This is the last page of stuff. Look, we were supposed to get a Perry Saturn figure. Never fucking happened. And look at the old ringside pictures. These are fucking, like, from the fucking 90s, bro. Unreleased China and fucking, Triple H. Like, come on. Anyway, now we are on the ringside collectible side of things. And then I'm going to wrap up the stream from here. Here is the pre-orders for ringside collectibles. Went over these. Coliseum Collection, Kane Yokozuna. And the Best of Retro Series 1, Ultimate Series 9, Best of Ultimate 9, Greatest Hits, Demolition, Coliseum Collection as well. They're going to release in mid-June if you want both of them, $84.99 for the pair, $44.99 each for each of Axe and Smash. Jey Uso, Ultimate ringside exclusive from WrestleMania 41 for $44.99 will be estimated late August. From the Vault Series 9, that set will be in late July. You get the whole set for $119, with the figures retailing for $29.99 to $34.99, being the hottest figure being AJ Lee. Here's the Retro Wave Series 3. Rhea Ripley and Dom are my must-grabs, of course, from that set. Here's WWE Elite Series 127. The John Cena I did here. Shout out to My Damn Toys for providing us with what attire he's going to be having. He is going to be having his SummerSlam attire when he lost to Cody Rhodes. We are going to supposedly be still getting the JC Mateo Elite and the main event figure, even though that he is released. I don't know if we're going to get the main event, but the Elite is far into production, I think. So we are still going to get it. As for pre-orders, the usual stuff. Ringside has a sale for Memorial Day. You get free shipping on orders 60 or more for U.S. address shipping. For U.S. address shipping to lower the 48 states. Stuff you can grab. Elite Series 125 if you guys are looking for them. Ringside does have some of these figures. You guys can get some LA Knight from Elite 120. Solo Sikoa. CM Punk from the Vault Series. Nikki Bella, Bret Hart. Mercedes Moné, Juice Robinson from the AEW Unmatched. But you guys are asking me, Josh, can I still get the AEW figures? You still can get them while you can. They are still up on Ringside Collectibles now, or the Jazzwares Vault website now. You guys can grab them while you can. Here, the Will Ospreay. This is one figure I'm probably going to grab from Ringside before... I really want to review this, possibly, or do an unboxing, but probably going to order 2 of these, one to keep them on card, one to open and play with, or display. Because, you know, I am a big Will Ospreay fan, and I was waiting for a decent Will Ospreay figure. You know, his New Japan figure was insanely priced. I wasn't a fan of the first AEW Will Ospreay, because it was kind of like, I didn't like the head scan, and it didn't really remind me of Will Ospreay like that. Like, this does not give me Will Ospreay. The Supreme figure gives me Will Ospreay. And I will say that going forward. This is how I know the Billy Goat. It's just a beautiful figure, honestly. And that is that for some figures. I hope you guys enjoyed this little segment, this little live stream. I know with the AEW line being at its end, it's sad to see it go, but, you know, good things hopefully will come for AEW action figures. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Josh out. Peace.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior